Now, if you love gaming at all, you have definitely heard of Konami. When you see this catalog, you'll feel a wave of nostalgia. Games like Castlevania, Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Are the classic titles made by Konami since March 21st, 1969. Yet there's one game that slid under every Konami fan's radar. Released October 12, 2010, Lucha Libre AAA Heroes del Ring, or Heroes of the Ring, is a game that not many people have heard of. My friends didn't even know about it. Did you guys know about the AAA game?
I have never heard of a. I didn't know AAA even had a game. I didn't know they had like a game maker, and especially being Konami. It's a very odd fit.
I had no idea.
I mean, around the time it was popular, I wasn't into wrestling, so I didn't really know.
Now, AAA has been around for a very, 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 very long time. And it has only grown like crazy since being acquired by WWE in April. Stars like Mr. Iguana, Octagon Jr., and Vikingo have shown the legendary Lucha Libre style AAA is known for. But how does that translate to the game? How does this differ from the WWE 2K games we know today? Let's find out as I show you the unheard of AAA game. Now, if you have not watched AAA, and you have no idea what this game is going to be about, or what even Lucha Libre is, I think the intro to this game can do a better job explaining it better than I can. No. Don't worry. The first time I opened this game, I laughed for a solid 5 minutes because the opening cutscene is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not a huge fan of AAA. However, I do watch clips every now and then. And I gotta say, this game might be one of the funnest wrestling games I have ever seen in my entire life, and I've ever played. You'll see in a minute, but the gameplay is not like WWE 2K at all, and the moments where you see me grabbing, I'm jumping into my 2K mindset. However, this game is nothing like WWE 2K, and I was on a call with a friend while playing this, and I told him, I think this game might be way better than WWE 2K is right now. And we're about to get into that. Now, the Lucha Libre AAA game had a very interesting creation suite. As you can see, there's a lot of different mask designs and a lot of different colors, and it was kind of an adjustment going from the very detailed 2K creation suite to the Luchador editor. But dude, there is so many options and so many designs. I scrolled through them a little bit, as you can see. This is 10 times speed, by the way, so I'm just going through making myself, and making the greatest luchador of all time. And we're gonna get into the gameplay here in a minute. I do play the story mode, so we'll get to that here in a second. But it's a really nice creation suite. I do like it. You can do a lot with very little, and I really do appreciate that. Now, the story follows you, an up-and-coming luchador who wants to make it big. I really do like this idea because it goes from you starting out very small all the way to making it to AAA. And I do like the story mode, and it's got one of my favorite entrances of all time. Oh yeah, gangsta, what? Yo, that is not the entrance I saw. What? That is not the entrance I selected, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. Did I expect that? No. Was it welcome? Absolutely. Now, the game that you're watching, or the match that you're watching right now, this was actually my third match because I had ran through the arcade mode a little bit. And you'll notice something very different about this than 2K. This game follows like the SmackDown Here Comes the Pain kinda, and AEW Fight Forever just a little bit. This was definitely an adjustment for me because I haven't played those games before. But it was very fun. I do have to say, I do like the ability to have a big kick that just sends someone outside the ring full force. I had a lot of funny moments in this game for sure. But yeah, I really do like this game. I like this story mode just a little bit. It's very basic, but then again, this is the first and only AAA game, mind you. This is the first and only AAA game. But I do like it. The finisher is a little different from what I'm used to. You press L2 and R2, and you're able to grab and do a finisher. I did miss it, and then I kicked him right outside the ring, and then kicked him again, because I don't know how to play this game. But it was still funny nonetheless. Alright, let's get on to the last topic. Now, as you're about to see, King of Kings is the tournament mode inside of Lucha Libre AAA Heroes of the Ring. And I'm going to be completely honest when I tell you this. It was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. However, the only thing I don't like about it is that I cannot play as the greatest luchador of all time. That's the only thing. So instead, as you're about to see, I'm going to play as La Parka for these tournament matches. And I'm not going to lie to you. I do great. I go on a tear. I am a fiend when it comes to this. So this is the first tournament match. It is La Parka versus Charlie Manson. In the qualifier, or the first round. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I did way better than I thought I would. For a first timer who's only played one Pride match, and a couple story mode battles, I did way better than I thought. I did way better than I should have. But you just don't see it yet, because it happens more towards the end. It's a little bit of a learning curve going from the WWE 2K simulation style and jumping right into this without going through any sort of tutorial. I will say though, this game, the get up mechanic is probably one of the most frustrating things I have ever experienced and played through in my entire life. The way you get up is you spam the X button or the A button. However, it doesn't really work as well as it should. I do think the get up mechanic is a little silly, but it's kind of fun. It adds a little bit more of like stress to the game, as well as, you know, I don't know the buttons, and I can't reverse. I can never reverse. The reversals are still one of the hardest things for me to get down. But you could chalk that up to me sucking at video games. I will admit, I'm not the greatest video gamer out there, but I toughed it out, and as you can see, the submission move is apparently my go-to. Didn't realize it was my go-to, and I just got absolutely obliterated by a spinning back elbow. Now, in hindsight, watching this back, I did notice a little thing that I probably should have talked about earlier. The farther along you get in matches, the more deteriorated your character's outfit look. Like La Parka, in a second, he'll be destroyed. His mask will be torn up and stuff like that. His clothes will be tattered. That is really good. It reminds me a lot of the bruising system from WWE 2K. Now, if we can just get them to break the attire, that would be perfect. I would love it. I would love it. And now, as you can see, I pick up an absolute dominating win, and it's only going to go up from here. I got submitted in the first 10 minutes of the match. Yeah. Let me give you my honest overview of the Lucha Libre AAA game. It colored me a little bit nostalgic because I kind of grew up playing this style of game. I grew up a lot playing the SmackDown vs. Raw game, specifically SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. So this kind of game, it just hits all the nostalgic feeling at home. With all that being said, did I have fun playing it? 100%. This is probably the funnest wrestling game I've played in recent memory. But how does it compare to WWE 2K? You can't really say. They're not made to be the same kind of game. Like, WWE 2K wasn't made to emulate the TNA Impact style wrestling game and the AAA Lucha Libre game. 2K is a simulation game, and this is more arcadey, fun, beat-em-up game. But with that being said, what would I give the AAA Lucha Libre game that you've never heard of? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's just that good. Now, I would like to thank you guys a lot for watching this video. It's been the first video in a long time that's been an actual tangible video, if that makes sense. It's been a minute since I've sat down and talked to you guys, so hi. It's been a minute. I missed all of you guys. I missed talking to you guys like this. And I think the last time I actually spoke to you guys was LZW episode 2, so it's been a minute. I do have more videos planned like this in the future, where you can see into my dark, empty room. And we'll talk about some games, some unheard of, forgotten, underrated, overhyped games. I look forward to it. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. I can't wait to hear the feedback on this one. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.